And welcome to the show. Great to be with you. Thanks for tuning in. That camera needs to be moved, or I'm going to be sitting out on the edge, Gary. I'm too far over that way. There you go. Sometime today, later on today. And that guest would be, ding, 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 Richard Passwater. But of course, who else would be going from Tampa to Norway? The Penguins? There are no Penguins here. And there are no Penguins in Norway either. But that's where Richard's going. So he's in studio today. And he brought a guest. And would be his wife. So, whom I have referenced many times on this show. She probably doesn't know that. And keep asking the question, where in the world is Richard? And how his wife must be a saint because he's always gone. And but she's with him this time, apparently going on the trip. We'll talk with Richard. He's in studio, as I said. And we'll introduce his wife more properly. And we might even get her on. She said she's shy, but I don't know. Maybe we might get her on mic. We'll see. And so much going on, for sure, in terms of in the world of health, wellness, and well-being. I mean, oftentimes I don't know where to begin, but we're always intrigued with some. I mean, we talk about a lot of traditional issues here, of course, and that's understandable. But then I also look for offbeat stories and studies, and I came across something today, and the title of the piece was 9 Unusual Scientific Discoveries. And yeah, so we'll talk a little bit about, pick some of those and share them with you. It's interesting, right? It's just not going to change the world in any way, shape, or form, but it's interesting to know these things, I think. It's sort of like intellectual gossip, scientific gossip, right? We'll see, and I'll report on it and maybe get your reaction to it. We're always interested in connection. We want you to connect because that's why we came here. Communication, right? And it's about relationship, our connection to you. And we have different ways to get you connected. Here are some of them.
You can reach us at 877-897-8255, 877-897-TALK. Dr. Garko's personal email is drgarko@letstalknutrition.com. Follow us and like us on Facebook at Let's Talk Nutrition, one word, on Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Let's Talk Nutrition, 3 words, where everything is archived by date and closed captioned, and we've got almost 49,000 views on there.
I was sharing that with some folks at the office yesterday about our views on YouTube. And what was the lowest point? Where did we start?
We started when I came on around it was 13,000.
Okay. So now we're almost 50,000 views. That's a metric that just gives us some sense of how we're doing out there in the ether, right? So to speak. And do you think, Gary, that is a function of terrestrial radio, or do you think it's our presence on these social media platforms?
Well, we've really started...
Or both.
Well, we've started really pushing it on radio. And a lot of people that want to go back to the old show, and this is what I was told the other day from a group of people, is they want to go back to some of the older shows that when you first started and you first started streaming. So I'm getting a lot of hits on some shows from 2-3 years ago.
Right. Now, we've been on the air 13 years. We have every show that I have ever done. In the beginning, it was just audio. Now it's video and audio. So we're good, and we like it. So you always ask when they go to YouTube or Facebook, not just to like the page, but to
follow the page. When you follow the page, because we are live on Facebook now, you'll get an alert stating that we are live and that you can watch the show. Mm-hmm. And you can also, when you follow it, you can also comment back to me, and I get a lot of comments and that I ask you questions.
Well, this week we've had several. And as you can see, I answer those questions or address those comments in depth. I don't give them short shrift. My view is that if you can listen or watch the show or take the time to ask me a question or make a comment, I can take the time to respond in a fulsome way. Now, one of the things that I miss a lot is being in the classroom and being in front of students, college, university teaching, and did that for many, many years. And I miss that interaction, and I miss the exchange of ideas and talking about ideas. For some reason, I've always, it's just me. Everybody's different. We all learn in different ways. But I have this curiosity about things and like to know and like to learn. I enjoy learning. I do. And discovering things and listening to other people's points of view, even when I don't line up with them, and to hear if they can make a good, clean, persuasive argument, even though I may disagree 100%, I still will pay attention and be intrigued and maybe even have some regard for the argument and the way they put it together. So that being able to separate your emotions from all that, right? Sometimes, though, you get caught up in it. This is all by way of saying, I think one of the ways to age successfully is to sustain your intellectual curiosity and your curiosity about the world and people and how things work, how things can be better. Being curious and then pursuing that, reading, watching, observing, writing about it, talking about it. So this story about 9 unusual scientific discoveries caught my eye. And if you want to see more about it, you can go to Medical News Today, and the article is there. And they cover everything from penguins to blinking to lawnmowers, and one very sensitive to hiccups, which involves a very sensitive therapy. And I'll try to find a rhetorically sensitive way to talk about it. But they talk about this thing called the Fatberg. Now, I'll see if Richard knows about this, since he's such a well-traveled man. In 2017, in 2017, a 143-ton solid blockage was found underneath London, in the sewers of London. Right? This was this giant blockage. And it was constituted of cooking grease, diapers, oils, the cooking grease, sanitary tiles, and other things that found their way into the toilets of the city and then flushed and then ended up creating this giant blockage. Now, what merit would there be in such a story, in what they did? I will tell you when we come back, then share with you something about birth control pills and one of the side effects of birth control pills that you might find surprising. Then there's the idea of hiccups. And how do you deal with hiccups? Well, there's all sorts of ways. This one was a new one on me. I guess I live a sheltered life, but I will tell you about the therapy that they have. And we found a video. I had Gary said, look it up and see if you can find a video of this therapy. Wait till I tell you. I'll see if I can pull this off without insulting your sensibilities.
I'm Joy McCarthy, holistic nutritionist, and I expect more from my multivitamin. I've researched many vitamins, and what's truly different about Every Woman's One Daily from New Chapter is that it's fermented with probiotics and whole foods and gentle even on an empty stomach. Every Woman's One Daily helps you feel good every day, giving you immune, energy, and stress support, and nutrients for bone and heart health. You will notice a difference. Every Woman's One Daily recently won the Best Multivitamin Award, and I love that it's non-GMO project verified. Discover the wisdom of nature with New Chapter.
Whether you spend your free time on a treadmill, under a car, or in your garden, if your active lifestyle leaves you sore, Body Vigor's Inflammaforce may be exactly what you need. Inflammaforce has a natural herb blend that acts as an anti-inflammatory to help maintain healthy joint and mobility support. There are standardized herbs like white willow, boswellia, turmeric, ginger, and devil's claw. The vegetarian capsule promotes easy digestion and a fast-acting dissolve process. Inflammaforce includes a proprietary enzyme herbal blend full of antioxidants and flavonoids that target pain and inflammation throughout the body. Body Vigor's Inflammaforce contains ingredients that support normal, healthy joint flexibility and function, builds healthy tissue, and helps with your recovery process. So if you're tired of sore joints and inflamed muscles, Body Vigor's Inflammaforce is your answer. Purchase Inflammaforce.
Local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. Richard Passwater is my guest today, and he brought somebody very special today, and I'll have him introduce her properly when we get to Richard. He'll be with us for the remainder of the show from the bottom of the hour. In the meanwhile, I want to share with you and report to you on the story about these unusual scientific kinds of discoveries. Some of them are humorous and some not so much. This fatberg. A fatberg, this occurs in the sewers of London. They found this 820 foot long, can you imagine? 143-ton blockage. And it was cooking grease, diapers, sanitary towels, and other things that people threw in the toilet. So, this monster fatberg, once they discovered it, you can just imagine on the internet, it exploded, so to speak. And they said after chipping the fatberg into blocks, what a job that must be. Scientists, they said, realized if the oils and fat were separated from other waste, they could be converted into a relatively clean type of fuel called biodiesel. You can't make that up. So they made biodiesel. They took a bad situation and found something good to do with it. That's one story they reported on. Birth control pills. 1994, researchers found that women who use birth control pills tend to blink more often. That's a piece of observation that I have not made myself. Than women who did not take them. Quite a lot more, they said. Actually, on average, they found that women on birth controls blink 32% more, approximately, than women not using that kind of contraception. Now, I guess that begs the question, why? And I don't have a hypothesis for that. Birth control pills have side effects. They affect scores and scores of bodily functions. I suppose, I don't know what triggers the blinking. I just don't have an answer, but that's a fact. The next one that they talk about are hiccups. Now, we've all had hiccups. There are all kinds of remedies for that. Putting sugar on the back of the tongue and holding your breath and somebody scaring you, right? Well, in this article, they talk about a therapy, and it's a real therapy, a medical therapy, and it's called digital rectal massage. And at first I thought, no, man, they got to be making this up. So I asked Gary to look it up, and sure enough, it's a medical therapy, a treatment, and we found a video even of a doctor demonstrating how to do it. And it's a serious therapy, and apparently it works. And I'm quoting now, they said, digital rectal massage was then performed, resulting in an abrupt cessation of the hiccups. Recurrence of the hiccups occurred several hours later, and again, they were terminated immediately with digital rectal massage, close quote. I didn't know anything about that. I've been doing the show a long time, and I read a lot. That one I didn't know. Maybe you all knew about it. Some of you, I didn't know. I never heard of such a thing. Gary's
no, and I was amazed by watching the video. If you're out there and you have a computer, please go to YouTube and watch the video. It's interesting.
And the doctor he's a legitimate doctor, and it's a legitimate therapy, and apparently it works. But the problem is, what are you supposed to do? You're at a banquet, and let's say you're a diplomat, and you're with all these officials, and you got hiccups. Now what are you going to do? You're out of luck. I could say something else, but you know what that phrase would be. But nevertheless, yeah, digital rectal massage. News to me, I'm just saying. More seriously, in 1988, there was a study on lawnmowers and the accidents associated, the perils associated with lawnmowers. And the 1988 study analyzed accidental injury data from the previous 10 years. And the scientists were interested in lawnmower-related injuries, which are horrific. We had an incident here in the Tampa Bay area where a little girl lost her feet. It's just horrible accident. Dreadful. I can't even imagine. Nevertheless, they found that lawnmowers were to blame for around 70,000 injuries in the U.S. each year, with around 5% of them affecting the eyes. Now, when my mom passed away, I ended up selling the house. My mom lived with me, and we had a big yard. It took me an hour to mow the lawn. And it was an adventure all the time. And, you know, if the lawnmower is aged, if it's an old lawnmower, all kinds of bad things can happen. And I always worried about it when I was cutting the grass. And I wore steel-toe shoes. I ended up wearing glasses, protection glasses and whatnot. I don't do that anymore. I have homeowners association do that. I live in a place where I don't have to cut the grass, but I was always worried about it. So this is now summertime. Please exercise extreme caution. Don't use a faulty lawnmower, the one where the guards are off of it and whatnot. They're there for a reason. It's just a terrible, yeah. And they have other Viagra to cure jet lag, and they did that experiment on hamsters. These scientists, when they left to their own devices, they'll figure anything out. Then they talked about how dogs can detect Earth's magnetic field. Dogs also can detect when somebody's going to have a heart attack or a stroke and have saved owners' lives. They are our best friend. Come back, I'll introduce you to Richard Passwater and his special guest.
Whether you spend your free time on a treadmill, under a car, or in your garden, if your active lifestyle leaves you sore, Body Figures Inflammaforce may be exactly what you need. Inflammaforce has a natural herb blend that acts as an anti-inflammatory to help maintain healthy joint and mobility support. There are standardized herbs like white willow, boswellia, turmeric, ginger, and devil's claw. The vegetarian capsule promotes easy digestion and a fast-acting dissolve process. Inflammaforce includes a proprietary enzyme herbal blend full of antioxidants and flavonoids that target pain and inflammation throughout the body. Body Vigor's Inflammaforce contains ingredients that support normal, healthy joint flexibility and function, builds healthy tissue, and helps with your recovery process. So if you're tired of sore joints and inflamed muscles, Body Vigor's Inflammaforce is your answer. Purchase Inflammaforce exclusively on Amazon.com.
This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Richard Passwater is my guest today. Richard is a good friend and colleague and has been for a long, long time. And he's with Biominerals, a Belgium company, and they're the makers of BioSil. All-time favorite supplement. We're going to talk about it today, and I'm going to share with you and Richard. You've often heard him talk about collagen and these so-called, what they're referred to as beauty proteins and whatnot. I'm going to reference Michael Holiday today. I've been reading his book, and it's entitled "Aging: The Paradox of Life." Turns out that there are passages in the book that identify issues and themes that we've discussed on this show in great detail. And I wanted to share with you regarding collagen. And I wanted to share with you Michael Holiday's take on it. It's not Michael, it's Robin Holiday. Robin Holiday, and he's an interesting figure. He's now passed away, but he has spent a considerable amount of his career studying aging and the aging process, and he got into a back and forth with Leonard Hayflick, who they were colleagues, and they disagreed on a number of issues, but they agreed on several. And in the literature, in the journals, he and Hayflick got caught up in this back and forth on aging. It's an interesting back and forth that they have. I have the articles, and I've read them in great detail and with great interest. So that's how I got introduced to Robin Holiday. And he talks about aging in a way that's relevant to the way Richard has talked about it on the show with respect to the collagen and these different proteins and the collagen matrix and so on. So we're gonna get into that today, and you'll see how Dr. Holiday, he has a wonderful way with words. The things that he talks about are very complex, but he talks about them in a way that even I can understand it. So if I can understand it, you'll get it as well. And there's a lesson or two to be learned here. And I brought this up yesterday, and I more than alluded to it. I addressed it, but today more so. The thing to keep in the back of your mind today is that, as it turns out, there are non-renewable structures in our body. Non-renewable. There's not a darn thing you can do about it. Once damaged, that's it. Arteries would be one of them. Non-renewable structures, and I'll be quoting from Robin Holliday's book, and then get Richard to talk about it and get his take on it. But he brought a special guest today, and I just should say to you that there are lessons here, and something for you to think about and consider and address, because what we're going to talk about is one of the essential pathways to understanding aging and what we can do about it, knowing that, one, aging is non-reversible. It's irreversible. And there's nothing you can't stop it. The one thing you can do, we come to now understand this with greater clarity, is we can moderate it. We can intervene such that we slow it down and minimize the side effects of aging. And just technically, aging begins when sexual reproductive maturity is reached. After that point, natural selection no longer protects us. When you think about children and how vital they are, adolescents and teenagers, until they reach sexual reproductive maturity, how strong and vital and vibrant. That's natural selection in play. Once they get to that stage and offspring are produced, natural selection walks off stage, and then we're on our own. So we'll get into all of that today. So, Richard, welcome to the show. It's great to have you on. I see you have your Baltimore Orioles jersey on, the faithful baseball fan that you are. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition in studio.
Well, thank you for having me. It's always an honor to be here. And you've done so much for my career. I talk about you a lot. And I had an opportunity this time to bring my wife, Miriam, by to introduce you in person.
Miriam, welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition, Miriam. As far as I'm concerned, you're a saint. I don't know how you are able. I mean, how long have you all been married?
About 15 years.
Wow.
But we used to work at a place where there was a stability chamber. And if something lasted 45 days in the chamber, the FDA would allow you to make a 1-year shelf life. And if it lasted 90 days in the chamber, FDA said you could make a 2-year shelf life. So she says that the time we've been together is much like the time in the stability chamber, where the conditions are so harsh and violent that 45 days is equal to a year.
Yeah. Miriam, welcome to the show. It's a pleasure to have you here. I'm glad you came to see you in person. It's lovely that you're here. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's our pleasure. So I understand that when you leave here today, both you and Richard are making your way to Norway?
Norway, yes.
Yeah. And you'll be traveling with him this time?
Yes.
How long will this trip be?
It's going to be a couple of weeks.
My goodness. He told me that he's gone from home like 300 days out of the year or so.
Yes.
If I'm asking a question that's inappropriate, you just tell me so, and I'll move on. Relationships are important to our life and our health and our quality of life. I'm sure audience members, those watching and listening to the show, how do you cope with that, with him being gone so much?
Well, it's not that easy, but thanks to technology, I can only sum it up in one word: FaceTime.
FaceTime. So the technology keeps you connected.
Yes.
But admittedly, it's not easy when he's gone this much, huh?
No, it's not.
It's not. Well, you've been 15 years. I can't even get 15 weeks. And, this is really difficult. I mean, marriage on any given day under normal circumstances is difficult. And given that Richard travels so much, he's gone. You know, one wonders, out of sight, out of mind, or absence makes the heart grow fonder, you know? Hopefully it's not out of sight, out of mind because you're doing FaceTime all the time. Well, I respect you and admire you for your support of your husband. When we come back, we'll talk some more, and we'll get into aging, collagen, and how you can do better with that.
Almost 52% of men experience erectile dysfunction and benign prostatic hyperplasia. If you've had challenges with virility, sexual health, or low energy, Body Vigor's Alpha Extension may be the answer for you. Body Vigor's Alpha Extension can help revitalize your alpha male and extend your love. Our formula is one of the highest quality nutraceuticals available, formulated to support the processes involved in promoting a healthy male sex drive, energy, and stamina. Alpha Extension has 2 powerful herbal blends, Virilomax, which focuses on male sexual health, and T-Pump Activator, which helps balance your testosterone levels. Revitalize your alpha male with Body Vigor's Alpha Extension, exclusively available on Amazon.com.
This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Aging. It is a universal theme. It implicates everybody listening to this show, watching it, no matter where you are, whatever you're doing. Doesn't make any difference what stage of life you're in, early, middle, or, in the last quarter, whatever. It is an intriguing topic. And it is, during the 20th century, a lot of insight into and headway was made with understanding aging. At one point, they viewed it as a unsolvable problem. Not now. Unsolvable in a number of different ways. I won't get into all of that, but it's not viewed that way anymore. And there's so much that we know about the process. It is true that aging is inevitable. It is irreversible. And it is unstoppable. That is all true. And that's just how it is. And it culminates in the final event, namely death. Nobody escapes that. Some age better than others. Question is, why? That question is, there's not an easy answer to that. Part of it is genetics. But the lion's share of how we age is accounted for by our diet and by our lifestyle. So, while the process is one that seemingly is out of our span of influence, on the one hand, when you flip that coin over, though, there is much that we can do. Richard Passwater is my guest. He's an educator for biominerals. He's their international educator, travels all over the world. He's headed to Norway today when he leaves the studio. Richard, I want to share something with you from Robin Holliday's book and then get your comment. And then if you could implicate BioSil into your response, that the audience might find that useful. And I'm quoting now from Holliday's book entitled Aging, the Paradox of Life, Why We Age. It's on page 10. And he says, the major blood vessels consist of connective tissue. Pay attention to that. That's important. Muscle cells and an essential lining consisting of a single layer of cells, the endothelium. All these components are subject to changes during aging. Unfortunately, most of these cannot be reversed or repaired. What he's saying is what happens to your arteries during aging, that process and the damage done cannot be reversed or repaired. Notice that. One reason for this is that essential proteins such as collagen and elastin in the connective tissue components are laid down early in life and cannot be replaced. They are structural components subject to wear and tear, including chemical cross-linking between different molecules. These lead to a loss of elasticity. The arteries become stiffened, like an old garden hose out in the sun, right? That is an essential feature of normal arterial function. It is also known that other proteins in the major arteries suffer from other protein damage, such as oxidation or glycation. That's where you have the binding of a carbohydrate such as glucose, for example, maybe to protein. As well as this, the layer of cells lining the artery is subject to damage, particularly atherosclerosis, which through the buildup of atherosclerotic plaques can eventually block the blood flow. Although minor arteries and capillaries can be replaced, the major arteries must function continuously, and their anatomical design is such that they cannot be effectively repaired except by medical interventions, close quote. Richard, I am sure that passage resonates with you and the way Holliday describes it. What is your reaction to what he said, and how, given what he said, doesn't this, and I'm playing devil's advocate here, doesn't it really say that BioSil is a waste of time?
Well, I understand the context in some of the statements that Dr. Holliday was discussing, but I also want to stress I completely agree with him about the importance of collagen and elastin, which is in fact laid down early in life to form the framework of these blood vessels, and they compose collagen and elastin about 40% of the weight of the artery, and it's critical for its functioning. But there's living cells that manage this collagen and elastin called fibroblasts that are constantly repairing and tearing down the damaged collagen and elastin all throughout somebody's life. So this is not tissue that's made once and then has to last 100 years, but rather it's tissue that's the foundation is made once, but then it's modestly remodeled all throughout somebody's life to keep it fresh and healthy. And as long as those fibroblasts are alive and nourished, the body, in my opinion, can continue to remake pairs and remodel the tissue and improve its integrity and strength all throughout somebody's life. There comes a point in time that if the fibroblasts reach such a low level, the amount of new collagen and elastin they make may not be clinically relevant, but these tissues, in my opinion, are remodeled all throughout somebody's life. So I agree with it. At the end, he sort of tried to put it in context that it can't be effectively remodeled, but I think that's after it reaches a certain point where the body's natural way of remodeling it has been compromised.
Okay. On page 12, all right, I'll have to do this when we come back. On page 12 of his book, he addressed the issue of fibroblasts, and he makes an important point. What Holliday said does not render BioSil obsolete or ineffective or non-useful. It doesn't. In fact, it underscores the importance of BioSil. That becomes clear, more clear, and we'll address that in the second hour. This whole notion, look, it's axiomatic. It has become clear from many experimental studies that dividing human cells cannot multiply indefinitely. That is axiomatic. That is true. However, when is that point ultimately, when is the end point reached? From any point in time to the end point could be a lot of time. And what are you going to do during that period of time? How are you going to support the structures and functions of your body? This whole notion of collagen spins around and is caught up in one of the essential facets of aging. Come back, we'll talk some more.
Whether you spend your free time on a treadmill, under a car, or in your garden, if your active lifestyle leaves you sore, Body Vigor's Inflammaforce may be exactly what you need. Inflammaforce has a natural herb blend that acts as an anti-inflammatory to help maintain healthy joint and mobility support. There are standardized herbs like white willow, boswellia, turmeric, ginger, and devil's claw. The vegetarian capsule promotes easy digestion and a fast-acting dissolve process. Inflammaforce includes a proprietary enzyme herbal blend full of antioxidants and flavonoids that target pain and inflammation throughout the body. Body Vigor's Inflammaforce contains ingredients that support normal, healthy joint flexibility and function, builds healthy tissue, and helps with your recovery process. So if you're tired of sore joints and inflamed muscles, Body Vigor's Inflammaforce is your answer. Purchase Inflammaforce exclusively on Amazon.com.
This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. And welcome to the show. Thanks for stopping by. You are listening to and watching Let's Talk Nutrition, coast to coast and globally. Glad you could tune in. Richard Passwater is my guest today, and he brought the most important part of his life with him, which would be his wife. And when they leave here today, they're headed off to Norway, which is cool. And then where are you going, Richard?
We're going to go to Oslo and visit with our distributor there. He has a new program where he's collecting before and after pictures with BioSil. And then we're going to go to Bergen. And years ago,
Where's Bergen?
It's in Norway as well, over on the western coast of it. And years ago, Mary and I were involved in the omega-3 research avenue. We worked at Softgel Technologies together in the early 2000s. And we used to see pictures from Bergen and calendars. So we're just going there to like sightsee. Then we're going to go to the Faroe Islands, and she's going to check the puffin population in the Faroe Islands.
Which population?
It's a bird, sort of like a penguin. Pretty cool bird.
I'm glad you verified that.
And then we have to go to Iceland for some business. Iceland's kind of a hub for collagen-related research right now, so we're going to check in there and hopefully check the beaches some there too.
They tell me that the drinking water in Iceland is unbelievable.
Just about all the food in Iceland is very pure and clean, except if you have to get into their fermented food for the winter. That's a different type of food. I hope never anybody doesn't have to eat.
I had that. We had you can sign up for like a box, and they send you like a box of like foreign food. And I had, it's a fish you have to like open up outside. Am I right? Yeah. See, yes, you have to open the can up outside because it smells so bad. It's kind of tasty. It's salty though.
Fermented?
Often fermented fish parts. They eat the fillets like in the summer, and then they ferment the intestines and the rest of it. And then in the wintertime when they don't have enough food.
I'm sticking with the plants. I'm sticking with the plants. You can ferment the plants.
And it's funny because when they package it, the can, by the time you're ready to use it, has expanded.
From the gas?
Yes.
That's usually not a good sign when
no.
there's gas being produced.
I'm going to look. I'm going to see the fermented fish parts for Norway or Iceland. I'll look it up.
Biominerals is a Belgium company, and that's for whom Richard works, and they are the manufacturers of BioSil. Natural Factors is the distributor of BioSil in North America. BioSil is the product featured on this show quite a bit, and will be for a lot of good reason. Now, to set sort of context for Richard, I've been talking with him about Robin Holliday's book, Aging: The Paradox of Life. And in this book, Robin Holliday explains why we age and the mechanisms involved in that. Okay. He also talks about these systems or these structures that are not renewable. Your brain neurons, your heart muscle cells, your arteries, the lens of your eye, the retina of the eye. None of these are renewable. The sound sensitive ear structures that we have, the kidney filtration structures, bone joints, our teeth, adult teeth. These are non-renewable structures. So if you think about that for a minute, as we age, if we know that ahead of time, that there are certain aspects of our anatomy that are not renewable, or cells, organs, tissues, whatever, then you want to target those and take special time and care to ensure their integrity as you move through the life cycle. Will they be subject still to wear and tear? Of course. Will they be subject to free radical damage? Absolutely. Can they be damaged by disease processes? Of course. But you just don't, my view is you don't sit idly by and let these things happen and you don't do anything to try to moderate the effects of aging, being these non-renewable structures being destroyed. Holliday talks about, he uses an interesting metaphor, maintenance mechanisms that are inherent in the body. I would argue that there are maintenance mechanisms that are exogenous, outside the body, things that we can do to help maintain even the maintenance systems themselves, as well as the cells, tissues, and organs of these non-renewable structures. So there are inherent maintenance mechanisms, and then there are things we can do outside of what's biologically given. I am a great believer in, I'll take what's given to me and to try to exploit it as much as possible, because it's tough enough as it is. But you got to be smart enough and vigilant enough and dedicated enough to recognize, to take what's given to you and then to utilize it. Right? You talk to gamblers, poker players, world-class poker players. The cards are dealt the way they're dealt. Biology is sort of the same way. It's the cells, if you will, the DNA and all that's dealt the way it's dealt. You have nothing to do with it. Your mother and father are the dealers, so to speak. What you make of those cards is up to you. You can take a gambler, a professional gambler with a pair of twos, and walk away with the pot, if the gambler knows how to take what's given and utilize it in a way to take advantage of it, or to take advantage of other systems or other people, or whatever way they can do it. And that's sort of how I think about it. I'm always looking for, okay, what's being given to me that I can use? And then what do I have to do? What effort, what strategies do I have to invoke to make it better yet? And that's where Richard comes into play, when he comes in and he educates on talking about our anatomy generally. You heard him mention fibroblasts. That's going to come up again. Collagen matrix, and so on. Richard, welcome back. Did I set that up for you?
Thank you very much for having me, and for continuing with the discussion about protecting tissues that Dr. Holliday would say were irreparable. Mm-hmm. I like to say that they're, I'd like to use a different term than not repairable, but rather more difficult to repair and more maintenance oriented. And I believe that maintaining the health of the fibroblasts that maintain the collagen tissues in the arteries and in the bones, and you mentioned he was talking about teeth, is a key. These tissues can be positively influenced all throughout somebody's life, and tooth tissue can be rebuilt, bone tissue can be rebuilt, arterial tissue can be rebuilt, as long as the fibroblasts that make this collagen framework are viable, in my opinion.
Does it help with stems? Is the stem cells research that they're doing, is it helping with the biocell and the collagen? Because I saw the stem cells, they're growing teeth with stem cells now too.
The stem cells are very interesting in that they can become a fibroblast if they have to. They can become a chondrocyte, as an example, to help grow new cartilage in the knee.
Stem cell. The word stem cell, it means that all other cells stem from these cells. All other kinds of cells are made from stem cells. Hence the word stem.
And the body can take one and figure out what cells needed to perform a missing role in a particular area and convert that cell into, say, a fibroblast to make more collagen and elastin.
And we're going to blast off into some commercial messages. We'll be right back with fibroblasts.
As a family-owned company since 19...
Women who are pregnant or planning to have a child have specific nutritional needs. Maintaining optimal nutritional intake is important for mother and baby. Body Vigors Preferred Prenatal can help mother and baby receive the appropriate building blocks for growth, development, and healthy function. The Preferred Prenatal formula provides essential vitamins and minerals, along with added support ingredients such as folic acid and DHA. Preferred Prenatal also incorporates a bonus herbal blend to help the mom-to-be with the uncomfortable side effects of pregnancy, like nausea, vomiting, mood swings, and uterine health. Support a healthy pregnancy for you and your baby with Preferred Prenatal, exclusively on Amazon.com.
This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Aging being what it is, that doesn't mean, though, that it is irreversible, it is non-stoppable, and culminates in death. That being said, you can still exercise a great deal of influence over the aging process. One of the key strategies is to zero in on the synthesis of collagen and the making of collagen. It is so heavily implicated in the connective tissue of our body, including the arteries, as I was reading earlier in the show today from Robin Holliday's book about the arteries and how collagen is implicated. And collagen's laid down early in life. Is collagen non-renewable?
The fiber, once it's formed, doesn't change. But there's cells in the body, living cells, that make collagen and elastin, new collagen and elastin, all throughout their life. And they also make enzymes to tear down old damaged collagen so it can be replaced with healthy living collagen. As an example, sometimes when you look at an older person's hand, they have brown spots, which are hyperpigmentation, damage from the sun, and they also have yellow spots. And in those cases, the yellow spots are broken down collagen that hasn't been reabsorbed by the body due to inefficient enzyme activity. But collagen's really designed to be constantly made and to remodel the collagen-based tissues all throughout somebody's life.
And this is where BioSil plays an important role.
Yeah, absolutely.
How so?
BioSil, first, it protects these vital collagen-based systems from being damaged by homocysteine, and to some degree from being damaged from stress hormones like cortisol. But even more importantly, BioSil activates enzymes that make new collagen, so the body can keep a healthy flow of new collagen being laid down to repair the collagen matrices in the skin and in the bones, in the joints, and in the clinical studies done with BioSil, we actually see that it not only slows the loss, but it actually replaces or replenishes the lost tissue. As an example, in a skin study, it was a 20-week study with women with photo-damaged skin. One group took BioSil and one group took placebo. And during the course of the study, the women taking the placebo's wrinkles deepened 11%. The group of women taking BioSil's wrinkles became 19% less deep. Actually, they had more collagen in their skin at the end of the study than at the start, is for a 30% difference over the group taking the placebo. Also, in a bone study, a 1-year bone study, they measured bone mineral density in the hip. And one group took a placebo plus calcium and vitamin D. The other group took BioSil plus calcium and vitamin D. And the group taking BioSil plus calcium and D had more bone mineral density in the hip at the end of the study than at the start. It was clear that where the group taking calcium and vitamin D plus a placebo did not. They actually had less. So in these studies, it showed that people had more skin or collagen in the skin and more collagen in the bone after taking BioSil than they did beforehand.
Mm-hmm. In Holliday's book on page 12, to your point now, he's right on track with you, and you're on with him here. He says, it has become clear from many experimental studies that dividing human cells cannot multiply indefinitely. Many types of dividing cells, and it has been shown in every case that the cells eventually become senescent and cease growth. This was first demonstrated from cells called fibroblasts, which are present in the dermis and many other parts of the body. The dermis is the layer of tissue right below the epidermis. They synthesize, mentioning the fibroblasts, they synthesize collagen, which is the most abundant protein in the body and an essential collagen and an essential constituent of all connective tissues. Fibroblasts grown from the skin of young individuals divide significantly more times than those from old individuals. This indicates that the cells are dividing slowly during our lifetime, but are not endowed with the ability to divide forever. Thus, the tissues which appear to be renewable are not in a steady state, although in this case, they can probably fulfill their major functions for more than a lifetime, close quote. So he reinforces almost a lot of what you said earlier about fibroblasts, synthesis of collagen, and so on. And the connection again now between BioSil and fibroblasts. What's the connection?
BioSil activates enzymes that the fibroblasts make to build new collagen and elastin.
So, BioSil creates enzymes that what?
They activate enzymes that are going to be used to make new collagen. So BioSil basically helps fibroblasts build new collagen.
All right. So BioSil is really a fibroblast supporter,
That's correct. Oh, that's a wonderful way to say it. I love it.
right?
Yes.
Okay.
And I have to point out that I much more agree with Dr. Holliday's second statement there. I agree with that one 100%. The first one, I'm not. It's biologically odd to me, some of the things he says in that. But there also, I wanted to specify there's a difference between cells dividing and cells functioning. It's one thing to have where you have one fibroblast and then all of a sudden it becomes two fibroblasts. And it's another point on how well that cell performs. You might have one cell for many years, but if you can keep it performing well, you can have it making lots of collagen and elastin.
Mm-hmm.
And
you're listening to Richard Passwater. He's international educator for Biominerals, a Belgian company, the makers of BioSil. BioSil is distributed in North America by Natural Factors, sold in fine health stores throughout North America and those stores that are trying to be fine. We'll come back at for the bottom of the hour, and we'll continue this conversation. I cannot impress upon you how important this topic is. It is, you can't do everything, and you can't do everything all the time. There's certain things you can do some of the time and most of the time, and that can get it done. Taking care of your collagen, and the collagen matrix is one of them.
Everyone's raving about the newest botanical superstar hitting the store shelves nationwide.
Almost 52% of men experience erectile dysfunction and benign prostatic hyperplasia. If you've had challenges with virility, sexual health, or low energy, Body Vigor's Alpha Extension may be the answer for you. Body Vigor's Alpha Extension can help revitalize your alpha male and extend your love. Our formula is one of the highest quality nutraceuticals available, formulated to support the processes involved in promoting a healthy male sex drive, energy, and stamina. Alpha Extension has two powerful herbal blends, Virilla Max, which focuses on male sexual health, and T-Pump Activator, which helps balance your testosterone levels. Revitalize your alpha male with Body Vigor's Alpha Extension, exclusively available on Amazon.com.
Ask your local natural health retailer about Plus CBD oil products by CV Sciences today. Follow us on Facebook and learn more at pluscbdoil.com.
This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back.
US 19, watch for an accident near 43rd Street North. If you're heading to the airport or to the Tampa area, minor delays on I-275 northbound on the Howard Franklin Bridge. See problems on the road? Call the injury firm of Abrahamson and Uterix Hillsborough. Traffic tip line 866-545-9595.
This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly.
Loans. Figuring out how to cover college costs? Discover Student Loans is one of the top private student loan lenders in the country with great rates, zero fees. Plus, students can earn a cash reward for their good grades.
This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly.
On the streets of Miami, speed is the law. So when a corn dog goes after the wrong girl,
oh, heartburn!
One man will bring her Tums Ultra Strength.
I'm on my way.
Don't get wrecked by heartburn. Nothing works faster than Tums.
Your mustard's
This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back.
This is what America's about.
Sometimes it's nice to see all the good that's out there.
NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt.
There was a tiny crack in the corner of Mike's glass, spreading like a spider across his windshield. He wasn't worried.
This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly.
Called 813-96-GLASS. 813-96-GLASS. If it's chipped or cracked, we'll buy it back. We turn your broken glass.
This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly.
Up to $100 cash back with comprehensive insurance.
If you're car shopping, you've probably heard terms like MSRP, invoice, list price, or dealer price. But what do they actually mean? It's enough to confuse anybody, but not anymore. Introducing True Price from TrueCar. It's a price that actually means something because it's the exact price you'll pay for the car you want.
This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition.
And best of all,
Following
you'll know
commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back.
Socialism does not have as its purpose the creation of good, paying jobs. Socialism has as its purpose the redistribution of wealth. Socialism is a political doctrine that seizes on an economic doctrine. Capitalism is an economic doctrine. It is the only model compatible.
This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly.
Mark Levin is on the radio.
From the Weather Center, Abrahamson and Uterwick. Free consultation. The Injury Lawyers. Pinellas Hillsborough.
Your Tampa Bay area.
This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly.
High 92. Showers taper off overnight. Partly cloudy skies, the low 79. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, hot and humid. A 30% chance for rain. High 92. For news, weather, and traffic anytime, tune to News Radio 970. WFLA.
This report is
This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings.
1250
we'll be
winds,
right
Weather
back.
Center forecast, or rather market update. Dow is up 197 to 24,898. NASDAQ gaining 68 points, and the S&P index positive by 17. Markets open up positive and remain that way. Don't forget to pick up the iHeartRadio app. You can find that in all of your devices as well.
This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly.
American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Renew Life, the digestive care company. Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. North American Herb and Spice, the only oregano oil you can take on a daily basis. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com.
This is Dr.
We're back
Michael
from the
Garko.
break,
Thank
so
you
let's
for watching
rejoin
Let's
Dr.
Talk
Michael
Nutrition.
Garko.
Following the nature of natural selection is that it endows us with maintenance mechanisms, major maintenance mechanisms. Robin Holliday, in his book Aging, the Paradox of Life, talks about these systems. And they would be, the maintenance systems would be DNA repair, defenses against oxygen-free radicals, breakdown of abnormal proteins, your immune system, the body's ability to detoxify harmful chemicals, wound healing, blood clotting, rejoining of broken bones is a natural maintenance mechanism. Cell suicide, apoptosis, that would be, like, for example, cancer cells would be destroyed. Homeostasis, physiological homeostasis, keeping the body in balance. Stress and protein repair, fat storage, and so on. These are given to us biologically. You agree with those, right?
I think that's a wonderful list.
Yeah. Wouldn't BioSil be a maintenance repair?
Yeah, absolutely. BioSil certainly supports many of the systems that he talked about in that list. As an example, bone repair. The first stage of repairing a bone is a blood clot, and the second stage is making a compound called osteoid, which is basically bone collagen, to begin bridging the gap where the breakage occurred. As an example, that's one that BioSil's quite effective with.
Mm-hmm.
There's been over 130 different theories of aging proposed,
at least,
and well over.
One researcher did a tally or an inventory of theories. He came up with over 300.
I could go with that. The 130 came from an old paper, but
they're busy out there.
But it's interesting that I think there's at least 2 or 3 theories for each of the different products.
What's interesting, Richard, when you look at all the theories, so far there has been no single theory to explain aging in a comprehensive way. One of the signs of a good theory, one of the elements of a good theory, is for it to be parsimonious, elegant. Some of these theories, whether it's the free radical theory or the telomere theory of aging or whatever, cross-linking theory of aging, my observation is that some of these theories will explain certain aspects of aging, but don't offer an overarching overall explanation of aging. Holliday and others have made the same observation. Because aging is such a complex process, I don't know if any single theory will do it. But I would like you to share with the audience, and this is where BioSil, this story he's going to tell you about an experiment, will underscore why BioSil is so important in creating an internal terrain or environment so that you can create new collagen. This is where BioSil is critical. Could you share this experiment and then repeat what I just said or explain what I just said?
Absolutely. We were talking a little bit about the difference between cells dividing, continuing to divide throughout life, and versus the ability of a cell to function properly throughout life. And I brought up a study that was done actually by the people that make Resolin dermal filler injectors. And in this particular study, they took a punch biopsy from somebody.
What is that? What is a punch biopsy?
It's a segment of skin, a piece of skin from the skin of a woman in her 80s. And they put it in a dish with some, like a Petri type dish with a nutrient broth in it to support the cellular function. And they measured how much collagen and elastin was being made by the fibroblasts in this woman's skin. And they did the same thing for a woman in her 30s. And then they irradiated or used radiation to kill the living cells in the younger woman's piece of skin. And they put the cells from the older woman's skin into the younger woman's, the fibroblast cells from the older woman's skin into the rest of the younger woman's skin that no longer had any of her fibroblasts in it. And interestingly, the cells, the older woman's cells, changed shape to resemble the shape of the younger person's cells and started to function almost the same as the younger person's cells. Where when it was in the older damaged skin, it had a much rounder shape and it didn't function something about 30 or 40% as effectively. So by taking the fibroblast cells out of the older skin environment and putting it into the younger skin environment, they got the cell to function much better.
But even though in the younger skin, in the younger sample, they irradiated the skin, so they killed the fibroblasts. Because they wanted the fibroblasts to see if the fibroblasts in the older woman's skin would begin to produce collagen in the newer skin.
That's correct.
So why did that happen? What was it about the younger woman's skin?
Well, fibroblasts have a very distinct shape. In the skin, they kind of look like a starfish. Where they have a center and then the sides sort of extend out in exaggerated like starfish arm type shapes, and they hang onto the collagen fibers in the skin matrix around it. And as the collagen network breaks down, as somebody gets older, the collagen network's not as tight, and the starfish arms don't have anything really to hold on to anymore, and the cell becomes round.
So what happened was then, when they put those older fibroblasts into the younger skin, there was an environment that was conducive for the fibroblasts to do better?
Yes, there were many more collagen fibers to hold on to. So the cell was able to reconfigure itself in the way that it wanted to, the shape it wanted to have.
Pretty clever.
And when it fixed its shape, it started to function like a young cell. And
so how does BioSil, now explain to the listener and viewer how BioSil gets implicated in that story, if you were to include it.
Well, one of the interesting things about BioSil is the longer you take it, the better it works, which is always good to see in a compound. It sort of shows it's working within the body's natural physiology. But in this case, it's making more collagen fibers around the fibroblasts, so they have more items to hold or place to hold on to.
So in other words, context is everything. The fibroblasts have to be in an environment such that it will promote their function.
That's correct.
It
Yes.
will allow them to function. And in younger skin, there was more architecture for the fibroblast to hang on to. Is that what you're saying?
That's right. So it functioned better because of the architecture.
And that's where BioSil, that's how it works. It creates an environment, an internal terrain within the cell for the fibroblasts to do their job. It's the fibroblasts that are making the collagen. BioSil is not collagen per se, but helps the body make the collagen.
Want to get at the core issues that make weight loss so difficult?
I'm Joy McCarthy, holistic nutritionist, and I expect more from my multivitamin. I've researched many vitamins, and what's truly different about Every Woman's One Daily from New Chapter is that it's fermented with probiotics and whole foods and gentle even on an empty stomach. Every Woman's One Daily helps you feel good every day, giving you immune, energy, and stress support, and nutrients for bone and heart health. You will notice a difference. Every Woman's One Daily recently won the Best Multivitamin Award, and I love that it's non-GMO project verified. Discover the wisdom of nature with New Chapter.
Whether you spend your free time on a treadmill, under a car, or in your garden, if your active lifestyle leaves you sore, Body Figures Inflammaforce may be exactly what you need. Inflammaforce has a natural herb blend that acts as an anti-inflammatory to help maintain healthy joint and mobility support. There are standardized herbs like white willow, boswellia, turmeric, ginger, and devil's claw. The vegetarian capsule promotes easy digestion and a fast-acting dissolve process. Inflammaforce includes a proprietary enzyme herbal blend full of antioxidants and flavonoids that target pain and inflammation throughout the body. Body Vigor's Inflammaforce contains ingredients that support normal, healthy joint flexibility and function, builds healthy tissue, and helps with your recovery process. So if you're tired of sore joints and inflamed muscles, Body Vigor's Inflammaforce is your answer. Purchase Inflammaforce.
Commercial messages. The show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday. The LTN health question of the day. What percent collagen is a protein? And it's the main component of connective tissue. It is the most abundant protein in mammals. These are some statistics, right? Or some facts. Here's the question. What percent of all the body's protein is made up of collagen? What percent of all the protein in the body is made up of collagen? 25%, 30%, or 50%? Let me do it this way. I'll make it easier for you. Is it one quarter, one third, or one half? What percent of all the protein in the body is made up of collagen? 1/4, 1/3, or 1/2? 25, 30, or 50% if you want to put it in percentages. How much of the collagen makes up all the protein in the body? 25, 30, or 50%? Here's the number to call to win a $25 supplement gift card.
877-897-8255. That's 877-897-TALK.
So, as you can see, BioSil, that's why I like the product, because it, in a real sense, while it is not an inherent mechanism in the way that Robin Holliday talks about these maintenance mechanisms that we have in our body, and I listed the ones that he cites that come with this model of mammal humans. We have these maintenance mechanisms. I see BioSil as being sort of like a maintenance repair, a maintenance product in maintaining collagen and keeping the collagen matrix vital and making sure that the body's making enough collagen. As I said, BioSil is not collagen. It is choline stabilized orthosilicic acid, which stimulates the enzyme, which creates enzymes, right, that make the collagen.
That's correct.
Is that how that works? Yes. So that's why it's so important. And then in turn, it creates an internal terrain to allow the fibroblasts to do their job. Is that right?
I like the way you're saying it.
Does that work for you? Yeah, you're the expert. I'm just.
And it also protects it, the collagen.
It does protect the collagen.
Collagen as well.
So this is why the product is so important. I think as a dietary supplement, it can serve as a key, depending on what level you conceptualize, strategy or tactic in helping you to age more successfully. How much of the body is made up of connective tissue, Richard?
I'm drawing a blank all of a sudden.
So if you think about all
the
connective tissue, I mean, it's a substantial portion, right?
I'm going to guess 70% off the top of my head, but I can't remember what the
It's close enough. I mean, you're talking about arteries, you're talking about tendons, ligaments.
That's the skin as an example.
Skin.
Connective tissue, the bone. There's 60,000 miles of blood vessels.
So I mean, it's a substantial portion of the body, and collagen is inextricably linked to connective tissue.
The framework of all of it. Yes,
it's a framework of it. This is not hard to understand, and if you think about it, people always ask me, if they say to me, what is one single thing I can do to age better? Now, there's a million answers to that question, depending on your biases, point of view, and whatnot. One single thing you could do to age better would be to ensure that your body is still able to make or synthesize collagen throughout the lifespan. You're going to do much better. You're going to fare better, wouldn't you say?
You help the body remodel itself in its natural biological process to rejuvenate skin, bone, blood vessels, joint tissue. I think it's a wonderful first concept to focus on.
And there are a lot of products out there that are not, they call them collagen products, but they're not choline stabilized orthosilicic acid, are they?
No, we like to call the BioSil the advanced collagen generator because it not only helps the body make its own collagen, collagen with your own DNA on it, it also helps protect collagen. It's different than taking collagen supplements themselves. They work in a different manner. And the bottom line is you can't make collagen unless you activate enzymes in the body. And our product directly helps activate those enzymes. It's over 20 years and over $15 million of clinical evidence showing that the product's effective, safe, and well tolerated. And I encourage everyone to give it a try.
So, what percent of all the protein in the body is made up of collagen? Is it 1/3 or 1/2? I'll give you two choices: 1/3 or 1/2. 877-897-8255. So you're headed off to Norway.
We're heading to Norway, and Iceland, and hopefully we'll have some fun and also a productive business trip as well.
And you're taking your wife with you.
I've wised up. I talked her into coming. I'm very fortunate.
Well, I'm glad she's going. I mean, I admire her ability to deal with your absence, and you're gone so much. So I don't know how you do it, man. It's great.
You told me I had to change my behavior last time I was on, so I'm trying to show that I listen.
Good.
Sometimes have to hit me a couple times, but I'm trying to go the right direction.
Thank you so much for coming in today. We appreciate that you came in, and I wish you a safe journey and travels. Have fun on this trip with you and Richard. Enjoy yourself, and he's lucky to have you. We all should do so well in selecting a partner. And BioMinerals, makers of BioSil. BioSil sold in health stores throughout North America and around the world for that matter. I don't know how many countries they're in now. But it's a terrific product, and it's easy. You can either get it in pill form, capsule, or liquid. Couple a day. I do 4 a day. Dr. Perricone does 4 a day. But you decide. The product is terrific, and it works, no doubt. Clinical trials to support it. Richard, thank you. Miriam, thank you for coming in. And thank you for tuning into the show today, for listening and watching. We're grateful wherever and however you may be listening or watching this show across the country or around the globe. We are grateful. And your health is your wealth, and your health is the wealth of those that care about and love you. I say that every day, and I mean it. It is the pathway. Your health is the pathway to your future.